I'm Jan Gussick, and we're here today to talk about crisis communication and protecting your brand long term. So a crisis is anything that happens that's out of the usual for an organization that could negatively impact their reputation. Companies spend years, decades building the reputation. Not that long ago, when a company experienced a negative incident, it took quite a while for the news to get out. It would appear in the daily paper or maybe on the news the next day. You had time to form your responses and to be thoughtful and contemplative about how you were going to react to that crisis. But today, with social media such as Twitter, Facebook, and a number of other social media channels, that negative incident can be amplified around the world to multiple audiences in a matter of minutes. Social media absolutely must play a role in crisis media response. That's where people are going for their news. That's where they're finding out what's happening with your organization, and you need to be there to respond to those audiences. Those are also the folks who are going to carry your message forward to their audiences, their friends, and their key influencers. So you have to be there. You have to respond in that environment. So I think there's three big mistakes that companies make when it comes to crisis communication. One is they're not prepared. They think that an incident will never happen to them. Two, they are not proactively on social media channels, which is where they're going to need to respond. And during a crisis, it's too late to learn about that channel. You really need to be developing those relationships and developing that skill and that ability within your social media channels before an incident occurs. And three, having a rapid response plan. Being able to respond quickly in the social media environment by having a plan in place, the people in place, and the tools in place to be able to react quickly should something happen. So one of the best examples of an organization that used social media to recover its brand after a crisis is Domino's Pizza. After a couple of teenagers did some despicable things with pizza and posted it on YouTube, the company within hours was able to put up a response video that featured the president of the organization talking about how deplorable the incident was, that it was an isolated incident, that it was being remedied, that the boys were being prosecuted, and all the things that the company was putting in place so that it would never happen again. The great thing about it, besides being a wonderful response, was that it was up and out, pushed out within hours of the incident occurring. If there's one key takeaway, it is definitely preparedness. No organization should be without a crisis communications plan that identifies the team responsible and gives them the tools that are necessary for effective communications and response after a crisis. At Akhia, we help organizations prepare for any potential crisis. And should the unthinkable occur, we help them and their core managers through the incident every step of the way.